What's up, guys? I can feel the burning heat in his eyes. He doesn't even know what he's trying to say through his fucking words, and his ear holes can't hear what he wants to see. And what he wants to see, he doesn't even really believe. And now he's trying to achieve something that can't be done. Nah, that's just some fake shit, son. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. You don't even need no clout, but it doesn't matter anyways, because you're gonna shout, shout, let it all out. Yeah, here I go with this crazy flow, and I already know. I know how to kick a rhyme to make it sound legit. I know how to do shit that makes people wanna go, what the fuck? Shit, trying to sew up over my shit, and now I'm doing shit legit, and I don't quit. I'm always having fun wherever I go. I like to make a nice flow, yeah, you already know. I got a beard, a pretty smile, yo, and then I try to act cocky sometimes. Girls already know, and that's why I like to do my thing the way I do. But I'm still trying to grow too and mature. Yo, there's more to this world than just fucking chicks. Honestly, that shit is sick, because I've been doing it since I was young and shit, and now it's been a habit with me that's affected me in a way, positive or negatively. But the best recipes in life is when I wasn't faking shit, G, and I wasn't even trying to fuck her, and we just fell in love. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't trying to make it happen, it just happens. And that's why the universe is such a good thing. In a weird way, you gotta let go of all the sinning, I guess I could say. And what is sinning? I don't really know. Well, I'll tell you my version though. Sinning is doing something that's going against God, and going against God is you going against you. Don't even think about it in G-O-D. Think about it in the infinite intelligence around inside of me, yeah, inside of you too, and all of us and everything, even this bottle that you see here, right here. Just remember that there is way more to you than the person that you think you are too. You want your thoughts, dude. Get out of your head and start listening to your body and feel how you be feeling in fucking public and shit. You realize that you is legit, and you don't need nobody telling you that you is the shit, because you got a fucking secureness within yourself. You understand your being right now, your presence as well. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, woo. That was.
Good thing social distancing doesn't apply to
What's up, guys? I am right now I'm just rapping, just having some fun. We're gonna rap, we're gonna have some fun, maybe I'll do some talking, I don't really know. So we're gonna see what I find. I'm just gonna do some rapping, and oh yeah, we're gonna do some rapping and tapping, and oh yeah, we're gonna have a real fun time. Let's do this. Yeah. Yo, it's me, Morty, on this beat, ready to make some heat. Ooh-wee, motherfucker, ooh-wee. Morty, oh God, Morty. Don't squeeze it, don't tease it. Yeah. I don't even know what I'm supposed to rap about. I just wanna scream and shout and just let it all out. Don't even need to blur it out, because I know that everywhere that I go, I'm always achieving my goal. Yeah, I'm always kissing my ring like damn, and my ring is on my finger and you see it. Oh no, man, I'm just chilling like a villain, not like Krillin. But it doesn't matter, because I'm still the strongest willing to make shit happen. I'm never snapping, never reacting, only responding to habits and people trying to make shit tragic. No drama in my life, yeah, fuck all that shit, homie. I don't need none of that strife. Yeah, and maybe one day I'll get a wife, and it will be really nice, and we won't get into a fight, and she won't stab me with a knife, and then I won't have to deal in a hospital. Alright, yo, shit, that's a little crazy. I don't really know if I'll be driving with Miss Daisy, but honestly, man, my brain's a little hazy. Been smoking some of that green, gonna have more in this day. Yeah. Whoa. This shit smells good. This shit smells like it really, really, really could bring me on another level. Give me the shovel because I might have to bury 6 feet down just so I can feel what it's like to be underground. And I feel the dirt in my hands. Wow, I feel proud. This don't even make sense. I dispense with the words so I can just make everything into a big blur. Yeah. Well, what else would you concur? When you see someone as nice as me, you get hers and hers and hers and her opinion. And that doesn't even matter, so why you even fucking listen? Whew. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do something else. Nah, need. Drop the mic, volume 1.
With 0 sugar and 25 grams of protein. Muscle milk helps build muscles.
Muscle milk helps build muscles. All right. Yo, this is out for the niggas with the $100 billings. We making money, dog. Yo, you better watch yourself, man. You could just lose your life because you never know when you might get kicked in the butt. So don't be a slut and don't put your ass out because you never know when the man might grab it and try to attack it and ban it into a foreign land in Japan. Oh damn, what you gotta do now, man? You try to be serious, but you delirious and furious. You look like a fucking Curious George looking motherfucker. How you trying to fuck with me if you even fuck with your mother? That shit is sick, dog. I don't really get it, but some people go with it, and that's I guess legit. I guess, I don't know. Yo, I'm blessed though. I got it good, I could say. And anyway, here I go. Okay, and I'm grateful for every single day. At least I try to be. I ain't a fucking saint. Okay, yeah. I ain't a fucking saint for sure. I've done a lot of fucking shit I could regret, you know. But that's what you gotta learn from. You gotta be someone that you want to be. Look at my eyes, they look a little tired. Maybe it's because I let some of my life seeming out inside of me last night. No fap, right? Oh man, that's tight. Yo, here's the plan. Growing out my hair, don't care, the beard is coming out because I'm very aware I'm like this hippie dippy-ish shit, and I'm gonna preach to you about it. Nah, that's not it. I'm gonna chill. That's the real deal. Now I'm getting tired of rapping because I'm doing it in front of you, and now I'm feeling like I got something to prove and I don't want to. Ooh. So I'm gonna look this way. Give up the goods because I'm gonna poop on you. Whoa. Yeah, let's do a trap. Trap instrumentals. Hard rap trap beats. They're hard. Where are the trap beats though? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh yeah. Murder. You know, one of those generic ones. They're still pretty good though. Let's see how it sounds. Whew. Oh, so right now I'm actually headed out to Alaska, and we're in a quarantine building in a hotel, and we can't leave except for smoke breaks. So I've been going outside for some weed just for a bit. Might as well, because I'm just in this hotel. You know, I'm just chilling right now. I could meditate. I could do something that would further me, but this is furthering me. This is making me feel good. So I'm having fun. I'm making the most out of it, you know? And that's all you can do. That's all you can do. Yeah, so anyways, I'm going up to Alaska. I'm going up to this place called Naknek. So if something happens, you know where to find my man. It was me, so make sure that I'm good. G, God, I pray to you that I can be the man that I need to be. So that way I can save the city from dinosaurs. And then I can soar into the sky once more. No time to react. No time to act, no time to like a classy. In fact, I'm gonna have to distract. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to shoot you right in between the eyes. No, I despise all that violence. That makes me cry. Cause anybody that deserves to die doesn't deserve to die. We hovered inside, I guess you can say. But life and death isn't so black and white, it's really gray. Anyway, there's way more to life than we can really even comprehend. But damn, maybe we can. I don't know, I guess that's all in God's hand. I just want to understand what it means to be my own man, and understand that I can make anything happen. I'm a fucking king, man. I'm a motherfucking king sitting on my throne. Yeah, you already know I'm in my zone, man. I make it happen, no need for me to be snapping, homie, never reacting. Yeah, that's how I be. Yeah, baby, yeah, you know it too. I be. Yeah, you know it too. Girl, see you looking, yeah, I know what's cooking. Wanna get to know you, man. Well, girl, you can call me up, damn. Give you some talking, give you some hunger, give you some liquor, maybe not sticking and tryna fuck you. At the first day, I know that's the shit I used to do my old way. Even now, tryna get out of that. Sometimes when you're uncomfortable, you go to your comfort zone, know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's not where it's at. It's time for me to be a first class act and exact my reposition as I position. I don't need motherfuckers to listen, because when they witness me, it's a killing. Because every time I go out, I'm unstoppable and no one can stop me. No motherfucking obstacle. I can move anything, even if it's unmovable. It doesn't mean shit to me. The mountain, I can teleport there as I stand on top of the world. I already know that I am the God that I need to become, and I am the Son, and we are all one. And if we understand that we can expand, damn, and that's what's happening even right now. Everything seems like it's falling apart. That's a part of the plan. The chaos is at hand, and maybe that has to happen so they can disband. Just let it happen, man. All of this COVID and these riots and these protesters, it's real, but don't forget they're trying to change your perception still. The news, they want you to focus on certain things, make you feel certain emotions so you can't see the right things. And when you get too much into that, you miss out on the bigger picture. You playing these political games, it's a shame. I don't want to say it, and I know it is true, but there's way more. I don't even want to say good and evil too, but it almost seems that way. The more I'm growing in this way spiritually, I'm just understanding in a different way, comprehending. I don't even know if you can. I know a lot of these people that are watching, and if you can, then damn. Talking about actually I'm making myself sound like I'm some better than somebody else. Look at this, ain't that good for my health? And that's not what I mean. What I mean is that we are all capable of greatness, and I'm my own God, I'm my own king, and we are all that same energy. We are all that same energy. We are the same energy. Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he's supposed to represent in the Bible, he's us. You know what I'm saying?
A drop shipping store,
so,
or develop a brand and pick products you pray will sell, or maybe starting a marketing agency, or investing in stocks or real estate, which you don't have time to learn. How do you know it will work at all?
I get in my that mode of talking. When I start rapping, and when I'm hanging around that, I used to hang out more. When I was like living with my dad at a young age, I was more around that hood. My dad talked that hood talk a lot, so I picked that up a lot. And then I moved, I stopped hanging around that for a while actually. And this is more how I normally talk. But when I'm around that, it kind of comes out more. It's like a Southern girl who goes back to the South and starts coming out a little bit.
I then decided to
partner
with 2 other Amazon sellers with a combined sales.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of spiritual shit, and a lot of misleading and a lot of misguiding, and they're guiding your perception. All these clickbait videos, all kind of made to like scare you, like to freak you out a little bit, like, because that sells. Because if something's happening, 100,000 deaths, it's extreme, or they'll have words extreme, dangerous, horrific, and stuff like that. These things capture your eyeballs. What's going on? Click, it's click. bait. It's clickbait. They know what the fuck they're doing. They playing you guys. They're playing the system, bro, and they're giving you a certain perception of what they want you to view. Now, there's different news outlets. There's different outlets. There's YouTube news outlets too. Don't cut that out. Don't cut YouTube out and be acting like, oh, that shit ain't professional shit. No, that shit is professional shit, and they got legit ass people on YouTube that fucking work in Hollywood and all that type of shit, that know how to run all that type of shit. So it's like, don't sleep on all that type of shit. You gotta trust your instinct and do some like research about kind of like certain things that's happening, you know, like cabal type of shit, like that kind of conspiracy theory shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit that's like, oh, that's no way that could happen. But you really kind of dive into that and you become more spiritual. Like, I'm not trying to say it like, when you start having more like, you start more going into yourself, being more on that spiritual journey and shit, and waking up, you start to see shit in a different perception. So like me telling you this, like from at a level of consciousness, like if I'm at a certain level, and it doesn't mean I'm better or whatever, but I'm at a certain awareness, right? And I'm seeing shit differently, and you aren't seeing that perception. I could tell you this all day. You kind of have an understanding, or you might not even listen, but you can't fully see it until you're kind of there, you know what I'm saying? So like once you put these things in together, this stuff starts to add up, like, you know, cabal shit, lizard people and shit. Like, I'm not saying that I fully believe in lizard people, but I'm open to the idea that there is some demonic shit or alien extraterrestrial shit, whatever you want to call it. There's something way more going on behind the scenes. It sounds way too out there, like really out there type of shit. I try to keep my mouth shut because I know, like, I get it sounds crazy to a perception of people that don't, a perception of the majority of people that have the perception that hokey pokey magic, spiritual stuff is bogus, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have that like they have a different perception. They've never really experienced with it and all this type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Even like Christians and like other religious groups are also realizing that there's something going on. So even, I'm not religious, but it's just, most religionism, when you're religious, most people are going to be more spiritual in a general sense, like closer to God, because they're still having a relationship with God, you know what I'm saying? And so there also, you know, like a lot of stuff is like in the Bible is like coming to light and shit like that, you know what I mean? So all these factors, it's different factors is what I'm saying. So there's so many different factors here. It isn't just like politics, it isn't just like Black Lives Matter, it isn't just, you know, COVID-19, you know what I'm saying? Or like it's like, yes, that's real, but here's this, and then here's behind that, and all the other strings behind the politics. I guess it's still kind of politics, but then you have these secret societies and all this other shit running shit in the background. And you know why you can't believe it? Because you don't hear about these guys. They don't want you to hear about these guys. They don't, like, people don't come out, bro. And anybody that like inspects and talks about this shit, a lot of people mainstream always usually makes them look crazy. Do you notice that? And then they'll get the stupidest motherfuckers to talk about and represent their conspiracies and shit like that, and edit it and make it look like they're fucking stupid. That's what the media and shit does. And when I say media, I don't mean just the news. I mean like TV shows, a lot of that shit. Not all of them, you know, like South Park. Yo, South Park be calling a whole bunch of shit. I've been watching South Park episodes again, and like you look back and like you realize how many conspiracy theories they're kind of tackling and shit. Conspiracy or shit that, because a lot of stuff isn't even conspiracy. A lot of this shit is actually real, but it's just labeled conspiracy because nobody can really believe it. But if you start researching a lot of the shit that's going on behind the scenes, then, you know, like, I'm not saying like I don't know if 9/11 was like an inside job, honestly. I can believe it was, though, honestly. I really can believe, but I haven't like dived really deep into that one to have a theory on that. But with this shit, if you have hepatitis B, boom, blah, I'm getting really passionate into this. Yeah. The fuck was I saying? Yeah, but there's more going on behind the scenes, guys, and I'm not saying, I'm wondering too, like, I'm wondering if there's some good secret societies, like, you know, some Kingsman type of shit, and then there's the bad secret societies, you know what I mean? And a lot of the secret societies, from my understanding, are very, very, very powerful, and they're really running America. Not the America that you see on the TV and in your movies and all that stuff, but the America that's running that shit, that makes money, you know what I'm saying? And not just America, this is global. This is a global thing, guys. So guiding our perception. They're guiding our perception. They're guiding our perception. And that's why it's really good to stay off the TV and media, even YouTube, you know. Even I had to stop watching certain stuff. Like, I got into like more conservative shit like 2 years ago. And I had to, you know, start kind of canceling off a little bit because I realized I was starting to get angry at shit that wasn't even happening in my life. And I was getting a biased opinion from conservatives, even though I agreed with a lot of these, like I was agreeing with a lot of these conservative opinions and stuff like that, and also their feelings on certain topics. So, but I've never been the black and white type of guy. So even when I say conservative, not all conservatives are the same. Not all liberals are the same. Not all feminists are the same. Not all feminists are fucking crazy ass, just whiny, selfish bitches that want power and shit, are on a fucking power trip. Not all feminism is like that. And not all fucking conservatives are fucking rednecks that are racist and, you know, they're fucking stupid. That's not true. You know what I mean? And so I'm looking at it, you know, I'm agreeing with a lot of what they say, and it just so happens that they're conservatives, these certain people. But anyways, my whole thing was I was still kind of getting, even though I was agreeing more, I was getting a biased, emotionally driven a lot of the times opinion. You know what I mean? Because you start watching somebody like news or YouTube, right? You can become a fan of the person you're watching, therefore forming some sort of personal like bond with the person that you're watching, and you start to really care about their opinion. You're like, yeah man, yeah, and you just start like agreeing with everything they say. I'm not that type of person, but I catch myself sometimes, you know, getting into that, and a lot of people are that type of way. You know what I mean? A lot of people are very they get too attached to the person and think that everything he says is law. You know what I mean? Your word is law, but your word is law to yourself, really. At the end of the day, I mean, your perception is what guides everything. So that's basically it, man. It's guiding your perception, So I had to cut back from that, and I'm not even angry about this shit anymore, man. I used to care about fucking like, you know, the fucking cis, like she, them type of shit, pronoun shit. I'm like, why the fuck, that shit is fucking stupid, you know? And I still now I feel like some of it's kind of silly, but it doesn't bother me anymore, you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if you want to be pronounced like they or some shit, you're cool and whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll call you whatever the fuck you want me to call you, you know what I mean? So it's like, a lot of this shit I was getting mad about, and like, you know, the crazy feminist shit I was getting mad about, but it was like consuming my world, my reality, and then I was getting mad at like this type of shit, and that's what they're doing with you now. That's what they're doing with you now about all this stuff. Like, you know, don't get me wrong. I think the George Floyd death is totally like that. In no way that should have happened. Like, that was not fucking cool. You know what I mean? And yes, I totally think people should be protesting. I think this is fucking great. But I think there's more going on behind the scenes. Like, the riots that are happening are actually being started by political figures. Obviously, they wouldn't say it out loud, but, you know, it's being started by political figures, and a lot of these movements like Antifa and Black Lives Matter, a lot of the people that are in charge of them, is what I'm trying to say politically, are putting it into a direction and forming stuff. So actually, or, you know, kind of starting these riots and this type of stuff. And then you have people that fall under Black Lives Matter, but they're not, you know, they're not in controlling it, but they believe in the message that it is, you know, what it is, you know what I'm saying? And it's a good message. You can't like, oh, okay, yeah, Black lives do matter, and we want them to matter just as much as all other levels. It's great, you know, it's a good way to put that in there, but it's being controlled by people that have another agenda. Okay? People that have another agenda. I think they're white people too. Just saying. So, and the media is putting they want your perception, a lot of it, to look at these riots, and look at this chaos, and COVID death is getting really fucking crazy. You should be scared. You know, they don't say you should be scared, but come on, really use some common sense and read the fucking titles. Read how they're fucking talking. Read every single fucking day. You need to be informed every fucking day that more people are dying from coronavirus, apparently. Like, I think people are dying from coronavirus, but I think they're fucking tweaking that shit, bro. They're tweaking it. You could have something totally else and then have died, and maybe you've had a trace of COVID, and they'll just label it a COVID death and shit like that. Like, this is, I think it's drawn out of proportion. I think it's really weird that every single day on the news, they need to tell you that more and more people are dying. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the time. Like, okay, and, you know, like, what else can I do? What else can I do? Fuck, man, I really need to just stay at home and just not do anything. Don't touch anything, because it's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Like, I could see if it was like 1 week they said the death rate, and then maybe like 3 weeks later something serious happens. I mean, not that these deaths aren't serious, but something like it just skyrocketed. Oh my gosh, like, it just skyrocketed like 3 weeks later or some shit like that, you know. And now shit is getting really crazy, and then they're like, okay, we got some different precautions, you guys, like, it's just really serious right now, you know. Like, but it's not like that. It's not like that. It kind of is, but it's information on it every single fucking day, and usually about how bad it is. And I mean, like, I don't even have to watch videos. You just look at the YouTube headlines that I see every single fucking time. There's like that COVID-19 alert system or whatever on YouTube, and it's 100,000 horrific extreme, like, it's wild, yo. But even like this too, you know, I was just talking about how I get too much into things. Like, even with this too, like, right now I'm going to Alaska and shit, right? Like, this isn't really serious. Like, it's good to just know and be maybe informed that there's more shit going on behind the scenes. But if you can't really do anything at the moment about it, or, you know, or if you are, you know, just like, if you can't really do anything or anything, just have the knowledge, just learn about it. And if you're really, really interested, go into it, but don't consume yourself in it, because inevitably you know, it'll fucking depress you. Get angry about the shit that's going on. Oh, this, you know, how do they not know that they're being perceived this way? And you might be watching certain people talking about this stuff and have their own biased view on this stuff, right, guys? And not that they're not kind of right, but, you know, about the situation, but they have like a biasness. So if you're watching certain spiritual channels, they're informing us, but it's not that they're not right informing us, but they still, you know, you like them, you like their views. And some people, someone might say it a certain way, and you're like, yeah, I totally agree, like, blah blah blah, and then you get more mad and you get fed up and shit like that, you know what I mean? So, you know, one of them might say like, oh, you know, a lot of these people are stupid, like, they're not awake and shit like that. Like, you gotta know that these people are fucking, you know, sheep, which is cool, but it's like, at the same time, you know, don't get fucking cocky, bro. Like, you guys aren't better than anybody else. We're not better than anybody else. I know it's easy to go to that, especially when people are saying you're crazy and they don't understand you, and then you're like, oh, well, I'm better than, you know, these people are fucking asleep. They're not woke, because really, you know, you're fucking insecure and you're not feeling so good. So it's just like, and I'm saying with me, you know, I'm not saying like I'm fucking, what is this lady, drunk off her ass? Yo, I think this lady's fucking drunk off her ass right now. Oh my gosh, they were just like holding her. I don't know if you guys can see the lady in blue down there, and they were just holding her. And now she's walking. Yeah, she's definitely fucking wasted right now. Woo! Be safe, lady, be safe. But yeah, so just remember, it doesn't make you, it can make you feel good and stuff like that, but I'm trying to humble myself too, and I know it's hard a lot of times. Like, you don't, going through spiritual journeys and awakenings and shit like that, you do feel crazy a lot of times, especially if you're around people that, you know, they don't have any clue what you're going through, and they're at a level consciously they just do not understand, you know what I mean? So I totally get that, and it's really hard to not kind of want to form an ego to protect yourself in order to feel confident and secure. So yeah. Ooh, this is long. This is like a 29-minute video. This is great. This is good. This is a really good one, honestly. I feel really good. Like, I went outside. People are cool here so far that I'm meeting and stuff like that. But I went outside and smoked some weed with some guys, and came back in and was like, fuck, I want to rap. I want to start just talking and stuff, because I love rapping. Like, I've really, really, really been getting into freestyle lately in this past, like, year and a half. Like once I moved in with my mom for a bit. I really got into freestyling, and now I've just been doing it a lot. And I used to like rapping as a kid, but now, yeah. So it's really fun. I don't write any of my stuff, not yet. I might actually. I would like to. So I would like to start making songs, but I just like to, put on a fucking beat and just hippity hop, And thank you guys to any of you guys. Thank you to the guys that have sticked around. You're watching this all the way fucking through. Like, it went from me rapping and shit to me, like, getting really, like, yo, there's a lot of shit going on and all this stuff, and baby eating things and shit. Baby killings and shit. I mean, like, really, though, like, it's not that far-fetched to think that there is some real serious evil fucking people in Hollywood and in politics and that are running the world and hang out with certain political figures and certain people in Hollywood. I mean, it really doesn't seem all that hard to believe that, at least not for me, because these people are like fucking rich. They're controlling a lot of shit, you know what I mean? There's already a lot of pedophilia shit coming out about Hollywood, and Hollywood's no small deal, dude. Hollywood isn't just this place in fucking LA. Hollywood is power. Like, I'm telling you, Hollywood is fucking power, guys. So, it's really not hard for me to, now at least, it's not hard for me to believe that there might be some baby killing, there's this one drug they get off of killing children, right? Whether or not Hollywood does it, this is a real thing. This is a drug. I forgot what the fuck it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. But it's basically from the fear of children. I think it's their blood or some shit like that. If you get them in a fear state and then you kill them or some shit and then you take their blood. And there's a lot of talk about people in Hollywood that do that. And there's a lot of talk about political figures that do that. I mean, you don't even need to take my word for it. Just start researching. There's people that put stuff together, you know what I mean? There's great videos with people that put these things together and shit like that. And I'm not the type of person either to just be like, oh yeah, I believe that. Like I can be skeptical. I am pretty much, but I'm very open-minded at the same time. So I'm open to these ideas, and the more I've grown spiritually, the way more open I become to these ideas, guys. And yeah, you can kind of feel it. Trust your instincts, guys, because your instincts tell you a lot of stuff. I'm sure you've had moments where, you found something out, and then you look and you're like, man, I remember actually feeling like that was the case. I remember feeling that was the case, and look here, that just happened to me today. It was about Tupac, actually. I remember, like, back in the day, like, I had a feeling, like, I feel like Tupac is not like a thug like that. And I know some of you Tupac fans might be like, what, Evan, how dare you? But I never really got that vibe, because I saw, like, a documentary of him as a kid and stuff, and he was just, like, a really well-mannered, soft-spoken kind of guy and stuff. I feel like he kind of, like, became that in Hollywood. And I'm watching, like, I actually just watched, like, Michael Jai White talking about, like, how him and Tupac would hang out. And when Tupac was hanging out with Michael was like, Michael Jai White, for any of you guys that don't know him, from the hood, gangster ass dude. He's not that anymore, now he makes movies like Black Dynamite and shit, and he's a great fucking fighter, but him and Tupac would hang out, and Michael Jai White he's not talking like, yo, hey, he talks how he talks, kind of like, yeah, hey, kind of collegey, like hood is what he was saying. And when he was in Tupac, I guess that opened Tupac to feel more comfortable, to feel more like himself and stuff like that. And then, but he noticed that when, like, hood black guys came around and shit, he started being like, yeah, like, kind of changing up. And to me, then I was like, oh man, I confirmed it right there, you know what I mean? Like, so, but I had an instinct, is what I was saying, like, way back in the day. Oh, I gotta go grab this. I'll be right back. Coming. felt like my subconscious was maybe sabotaging me because I wanted it so bad. I was like, where is it?
Oh, that happens to me all the time. It's just mid-afternoon. It's still within acceptable range.
Oh, okay.
I'm not concerned that it's under 100.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Your body temperature does change as does your blood pressure throughout the day. Okay? So unless you're feeling probably you're feeling excessively hot, then I would have concern for you.
Okay. That's cool. Awesome.
All right, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow sometime after 12 noon.
Okay, great. Oh, do you know when we're leaving tomorrow? Are we leaving tomorrow?
Maybe later in the afternoon.
Okay. Okay. I just confused myself. I don't know what time to wake up.
I know, it's like nothing. Didn't they check your email? I'm sure they're gonna send out some communication. I think they have to get all the results back and know where they're at and before they do that.
That makes sense.
Okay, but definitely check your email to see if there's a communication.
Okay, thank you. Woo! I'm back! This thing is still recording. Like my ninja mask. Yo, we in here like the Shaolin monks coming at you like Kung Fu. Yeah, how you know we go hapui up in your ass 7 times fast. Doesn't even matter, we ride first class as I get my gap. Fuck that, get out of the car, do some Kung Fu shit. What the? Yeah. You ain't ready, you keeping it steady, yeah, but I'm always keeping it heavy, yeah, get in the Chevy, we blazing up, and trailblazing, no phasing up, ninjas attack, and you was on crack, while I'm coming back, oh, don't even react, because when you get the shot, you get smacked, you get smacked, you get smacked. Ooh. Man, get off my face. Oh, get that. Woo. Oh, fuck this mask, man. Oh, shit. Yo, what's good? Croissant killer. You know I be eating them croissants on the daily, baby. What's good? Whew. Alright, guys. I'm gonna call it on this one. It's about this is about almost 40 minutes long. Alright. Peace.